This pretty planet spinning through space. You're a garden, you're a harbor, you're a holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around all through the night. Safe till the morning light.
This pretty planet spinning through space. You're a garden, you're a harbor, you're a holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around.
This pretty planet spinning through space. You're a garden, you're a harbor, you're a holy place. Sun going down,
you're a garden, you're a harbor, you're a holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around.
this pretty planet spinning through space. You're a garden, you're a harbor, you're a holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around all through the night, safe till the morning light.
Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of San Miguel de Allende. I'm Carla Espinoza, a member of our Sunday Service Committee, and I will be your service leader today. We welcome you, whoever and wherever you are, and invite you to celebrate our earth and all we made to do to protect it. Today, just as this land's native people, the Chichimeca, the Otomi, and Nahua, have for centuries. To set the tone for today's service, I'll share Hither Ryan stars come in front the wind. On this day, as with so many Sundays, we came in front of the whirling world. The wind, the bright sun, the push and pull of tides and times. From the tumult of global news and local stories, the pain we hear of, the demands on our spirits, the do this now culture that we live with. We come into this sanctuary from that windstorm, the rush of speeding drivers on the roadways, the rustling silence that fills some of our homes, the vastness of a once busy and perhaps now quieter house. All this can leave us feeling stirred and unsettled. Then we give our attention to what's gone around and beyond us. In this throbbing world, we can feel wind blown. We need places where we can came and find our grounding once again. Come in. Come in front of the wind. Come in front of the world. May this be a place where we can experience genuine stillness, even just for a few moments. May this be a place that we can count on as we turn into the driveway here in La Aldea, or also the Summers online, or as we turn on our computers and some seeking our congregational homepage. May we feel pulled into a restorative time of energetic peace. May this be a place of learning, of nourishment, a community that generates new zest in us for the dynamic beauty of this world. Come, let's all worship together. We have visitors with us today as well. I like to have rice when I read their names, so everybody can know who you are, and if I don't mention you, please stand up at the end, okay? Jorge Walkfield, welcome. Kathleen Peace. Wanda Amparo, welcome. Kathy McGree, Danielle Kennedy, Amy Butler, and Kathleen Nolan. If by any reason I didn't mention any of you and it's the first time you're here or you are visitors, can you please stand up if you want? Yeah? Okay. Thank you. To some visitors, please write your names and location in the chat so we can greet you later too. Please. Thank you for coming, everybody. Those who are with us at La Aldea, please join us for coffee and cookies and a really nice conversation after the service. Those in Zoom are invited to stay connected and visit with discussion and also share coffees online. We record our Sunday in-person services. To see them again, please go into our website, UUFSMA.org. and click on Services on top, then Previous Services. While you're there, check our various events sponsored by the Fellowship and information on how become a member. And now, for all our congregants, wherever members in person or via Zoom, the altar of the Day of the Dead will be set this year by Diego, our great tech guy. And the deadline to get your pictures, send the pictures to him, it's October 18. So please send to him. And this year we're going to try to make it with the usual love and respect in an alternative format he's going to help us to arrange. So please don't forget, if you have any question, you can communicate with him. Okay. I'd like to invite Robin Loving to read our opening words today in English before, and I read them in Spanish.
You'll be lighting the chalice at the same time. Good morning. It's great to be here with you. So many great smiles today. Our opening words come from Mark Causey's All Animal Chalice. We light this chalice, spark of the original fire of creation, to remind us that we all on this planet, the furred, the feathered, the finned, the scaled, along with us featherless bipeds, we are all made of the same star stuff, and we all share a common destiny. We all share the same hopes that life will be free from harm and suffering, and the same aspirations of happiness and love and flourishing. We want to be able to express our own unique natures as we do here at UU, and we want our capacities to be used to their highest. We are just that many diverse perspectives from which the whole is seen and experienced. We are inextricably entwined, interconnected, and interdependent. And it is good. Blessed be. Now Carla will read this in Spanish.
Todo cáliz animal. Encendemos este cáliz, chispa del fuego original de la creación, para recordarnos que todos en este planeta, los de pelo, los de plumas, los de aletas y las escamas, junto con nosotros, los bípedos sin plumas, todos estamos hechos de la misma estrella. Cosas y todos comparten un destino común. Todos compartimos las mismas esperanzas de una vida libre de daño y sufrimiento, y las mismas aspiraciones de felicidad, amor y florecimiento. Poder expresar nuestra propia naturaleza y capacidades únicas lo mejor que podamos. Somos simplemente muchas perspectivas diversas desde las cuales se ve y se experimenta el todo. Estamos inextricablemente entrelazados, interconectados e interdependientes. Y es bueno. Sean bendecidos. Now, let's join our voices together to sing The River is Flowing. I invite you to rise in body or spirit and remain so for the covenant. Words will appear on the screen. And now, I invite you all to join together in reciting this fellowship's covenant, first in English with Robin, and then in Spanish with me.
We respect the interdependent web of life and work for a just and useful world. We encourage the search for truth and meaning and strive for compassion in our relationships and seek values that will benefit our lives and the lives of others. This is our covenant.
Respetamos todos los estilos de vida dentro de su red interdependiente y trabajamos por un mundo justo y pacífico. Alentamos la búsqueda de la verdad y la comprensión total. Nos esforzamos por mantener compasión en nuestras relaciones y buscamos valores que beneficien nuestras vidas y las vidas de los demás. Este es nuestro convenio. As humans, we have all kinds of experiences, emotions and feelings, pleasant and unpleasant. Please take a seat. In this moment, the spiritual moment in which we share our heartfelt joys and concerns to help us to build our fellowship and community. Jurgen Ahlers will lead us in that.
Thank you. As Carla was saying, I'm Jurgen Ahlers. I'm a member of the Sunday Service Committee, and it's my great pleasure to share in this moment that is representative of what truly a beloved community is all about. Namely, when members of the beloved community can freely share their heartfelt joys, sorrows, or concerns that lay heavily on their hearts, but they want to share it and lift it high. And so for each joy or sorrow or concern that we bring forth this morning, we light a candle. May that candle burn brightly, sharing the joy of the beloved community that comes together. For those of you who are on Zoom, we invite you to, if you have a joy, sorrow, or concern, to please put it in the chat box, and we will attempt to read it if I can, or perhaps Robin will assist me and share it for the whole fellowship. One of the first candles we light this morning is for concern of our fellow beloved member Judy Rosenthal, who is in Mac Hospital. She is progressing, and she really expresses her deep appreciation for the wonderful wishes and thoughts that have come her way. Well, COVID is continuing, as I mentioned last week. There are several members of our fellowship that have come down with it, one of which that's come to my attention is Sarah Rutherford, our vice president of the board. We certainly wish her a very short time wrestling with this continuous terrible disease. I have several joys that I want to share. The first one being that Joyce Barnett celebrated her 89th birthday this week. And for those of us, where's Joyce? Where's Joyce? Would you please stand just so we can see you? Happy birthday, Joyce. You're close to being in the milestone of your 90th year now, which starts tomorrow, or today, I guess. The second joy I want to share is it's great to see Alicia Price back. I had been missing her, and Alicia has been away for a couple of weeks. Where is she? She's very happy. Just stand up for a moment and let everybody see who Alicia Price is. We welcome her back. Finally, we get a joy from Diana Weiner. She is just reminding us that this coming Tuesday, October 10th, that's the day after tomorrow, there'll be another showing of the incredible documentary Las Abogadas. It is about migrant workers, and it features Rebecca Eichler. Many of you know Rebecca as an immigration lawyer. She has spoken from this pulpit before. It will be shown at the Biblioteca at 5 o'clock on Tuesday, 5 p.m. on Tuesday. We light a candle of profound concern this morning of the festering, the new crisis that has just emerged between Israel and Hamas, and the ripple effect that that surely will bring for not only that region, for the whole world. It's a painful thing to realize that an actual war has been declared by the Prime Minister of Israel, and I believe it's not going to be a short one. Of course, we are also concerned about the horrible earthquake that has happened in the last day or two in Afghanistan, killing as many as, right now, the count is 20,000 people. It's hard to believe that such a thing can happen within the jot of an eye, or the blink of an eye, I should say. I was reminded just recently, just yesterday in fact, by a friend how fast, how quick, within 1 second, life can have a turn, a devastating turn, and this is just one example. As every week now, it's going on 2 years, we light our yellow and blue candle representing the unjust, unprovoked war in Ukraine. You notice that the flowers that Gloria Festrup has beautifully put together, and she put the ribbons of the yellow representing the grain and the blue representing the blue skies of Ukraine. And so many thanks to Gloria. I want to say something more, though, as we light that candle for Ukraine, that it also heartens our minds about the incredible determination and bravery and resilience that the people of Ukraine have been showing all these months. And we're countless of people now, whether it's on the Ukrainian or the Russian side, have lost lives, limb, homes. Hopefully this war will come to a solution in the very near future. Are there any joys or concerns? Perhaps you might look, Robin, I would much appreciate it. While we're looking, if you have a joy, sorrow, or concern in the future, please send them to our minister, Tom Rosiello, and he will get it to us even if he's not here. Tom is traveling. He'll be back in a couple of weeks, but send those joys and sorrows, concerns to his email address.
I have 3.
3?
Yes. So.
Okay, why don't you go ahead
Yes.
and give that.
So we have here from Susan Newbeck, a belated birthday wish to Gail Dempsey. We also have from Donna Shoebrooks, holding loving thoughts for my dear sister-in-law, Donnie Warren, who's gravely ill in ICU in Baltimore. And finally, from Joanna Kafarowski, happy Thanksgiving to all Canadian members. That's Thanksgiving for Canada is tomorrow. So thank you all for those.
One more candle here,
Yes.
if I can get it lit.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, good. Okay, like the others. Do you want to make the announcement?
And of course, as every week, we light a final candle for all the joys, the sorrows, and concerns that lie deeply on our hearts, but have not been brought to expression. And over the last few months, as you know, a part of joys, sorrows, and concerns is when we invite any of you to come forward and to light a candle for anything that lies on your heart that you would like to share. Please come forward as the music begins.
That was incredible. Well, today we have a speaker, Mario Hernandez. Our guest presenter today, he is the General Director of El Charco del Ingenio Botanical Garden and Natural Reserve, and current President of the Mexican Association of Botanical Gardens, defender of the land, an activist for social justice. Hernandez is dedicated to the preservation of plant diversity and associate knowledge, as well as to dissemination of science. It's a pleasure to having him, and thank you for coming.
Hola, buenos días. Thank you so much for this invitation. It's really meaningful, very special. I'm very happy to be here with all of you today. I'm very happy that we are all here together, sharing, building, hoping for a better future. 89 years old. Congratulations. Your first 89 years, wow. Sí, muchas gracias. As I was sitting down, I was going through information that had been shared of the Unitarian Universalist, and I was reading and I said, wow, I'm a Universalist. Thank you so much for today. I've named this participation Earth, No Planet B. I guess we are all concerned, and this year specifically, we experienced a change in the environment, in temperature, in the conditions that we normally gather, and we've been seeing this happening all over the world. At El Charco del Ingenio, we've been seeing different species of plants blooming twice within a year. And some people may say that is extraordinary, that's beautiful. And for some of us who are more dedicated towards the science side, we say, oh my God, this is scary. Of course, many of the plants will bloom outside their normal period and twice a year, but there aren't the pollinators to take advantage of those conditions. So we will be facing very, very harsh future. And it is scary, of course, because nowadays people will say, well, yes, you know, it's snowing in Florida. Well, yes, of course, it's global climate change. Others will say, you know, we were going through a severe drought, now we have these heavy storms. Well, yes, it's global climate change. And oh my God, wasn't it hot this year? We had to turn on the AC all the time. Well, yes, you know, it's global climate change. I prefer we say it's the effects of our patterns of production and consumption. We need to stop blaming a concept or finding someone else to be in charge or to take over that. It's us as a human species. We are responsible for what this beautiful planet has given us. And there is no planet B. There is no planet B, and it saddens me to see how we presume to be the most intelligent species, but we still haven't learned to solve our differences by speaking, by reaching agreements. We still haven't decided to solve many diseases around the world. And I mean decided because in the pharmaceutical industry, it kind of seems that they first come up with the medicine, then they invent the disease. It's pretty much all over the world, the corporate world that wants to earn more and more. and if it's possible, just a little bit more. And we definitely need to consider, how can we downsize? How can we reach agreements? How can we work together? Because there is no planet B. And at the end of the day, and this is something we've been seeing, and we are astonished with what has been going on. We've been working with indigenous groups throughout the north and northeast part of the state of Guanajuato. And we find that these indigenous groups have a tremendous knowledge, ancestral knowledge, that they've been keeping and guarding, and that through these difficult times they have managed to come through and survive and provide for their families. And when we see this corporate world where everything needs to be bought, and where we need the new iPhone 26, or I don't know where we're at now. When we need the new TV screen, and I've got 5,000 miles on my vehicle, I think I need to get a new one. When we're just consuming and demanding that everything behind that needs to be provided by natural resources, can we downscale? And can we come back to basics? Because at the end of the day, when we really come to this environmental disaster, the only ones that will be capable of surviving under these harsh conditions will be those that were always in connection with the natural resources and that guarded all that knowledge. At the end of the day, we will not be able to eat our bank accounts. We will not be able to dress. It'll be very severe, and I wouldn't like to sound catastrophic. I'm really concerned and wanting to come up with more allies on how we can make this world a better place. And as I was reading earlier, this is not something that we're inheriting to our children. This planet is a planet that we have borrowed from our children. So we have a strong responsibility to make this place much better than the place we had. And that demands for us to really listen, to open our hearts, to understand that this action of working towards natural resources is an approach of justice, an approach of equity, and an approach of love to our natural resources first, because I'd like for us to take a moment to think and not be egocentric. We've always been talking about making the world this and that for the human race, this and that. But I'd like to think for a while about the rights of water itself as an entity, as a live entity, the rights of plants, the rights of living creatures, where we are all sharing, and where we, as the most rational species, have taken the most irrational decisions and have affected this planet that is only one, and it is special, and it is beautiful, and we need to reach those kinds of agreements. This past week, here in El Charco del Ingenio, we hosted the 36th National Meeting for Botanical Gardens. And we had the presence of 37 botanical gardens from Mexico. We had 2 representatives of gardens of the US and 2 representatives also of Europe. And we've been focusing our approach to work together, to not consider having this beautiful national collections, but we need to focus on our surrounding and work in a network with all the social actors and all the conditions that we have, so we can really do much more instead of trying to compete among us to see who has better botanical collections. We have agreed and understood that some botanical gardens have been having an approach of having these beautiful landscapes, exotic plants, and other conditions. But now we're trying to change that. We want to emphasize the importance of native species. And this way, in a regional sense, for us to consider not only gardening or the botanical gardens as beautiful areas to go take a picture, but more of these environmental interactions where we can understand who are the different participants in nature working together. So I think as a rational species, we have so much to learn. We have to definitely work together and put our greed aside, put our personal interests on aside. And we need to definitely reach agreements, and we need to understand that we are all in it together, and that there is no planet B. If this, in the future, really comes into an environmental catastrophe, we are all going to suffer. Even those who we may consider our enemies, they will suffer. The children around the world will suffer. Everyone, everything, we will suffer. So we need to explore new ways of reaching agreements, new ways of working together. It is so important, and I've learned so much today during this morning, which I'm taking back with me, with my family, with my co-workers, with my Charco del Ingenio. And I thank you all so much for this experience. I'm so happy to be here. I hope to participate in the near future with other activities. And I hope you all have a blessed Sunday and a beautiful, beautiful October, which is still at the beginning. And so let's get together and let's plan the future in order to be able to do much more. Muchísimas gracias.
Wow, that's standing and that's amazing. And we invite you to, whenever you can, possible, you can do it, visit the Botanical Garden. And even if you can, have a little chat with Mario. He's always surprising. Okay. Today, before our offering, please join me in a responsive reading by Reverend Teresa Soto, called Celebrating Abundance, from the First Unitarian Church of Oakland in California. So we're waiting for, and if you can stand, whoever is possible and able to, I will. All that we are, together and individually, is part of the abundance of the universe. All what we have comes from Earth, from the labor of those in our communities. We are surrounded by blessing, by grace, and by possibilities. We respect and honor one another's differences. Together. Come, let us worship together. The offering now will be collected and most gratefully received. Thank you.
We are who we're becoming. We are what we have done. We are what we are dreaming. We've only just begun. We are who we're becoming. We are what we have done. We are what we are dreaming. We've only just begun. We've only just begun.
Our closing words today, they're inspired by Khalil Gibran and greeting by Dr. Andrew Usher, called the Prayer After the Silence. The themes are silence and trees. Though we stand alone as the string of a lute, still we may quiver with the same music, and even as the oak tree and the cypresses grow not in each other's shadow, yet they might share a garden. So may we stand tall and united as the pillars of the temple, that the winds of the heavens might dance among us.
Low below me, I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean. Still my dry land heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Sun, my sail, and moon, my rudder, as I ply the starry sea, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on, greet the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. The wide universe is the ocean I try